Hello and welcome to a bonus episode of the Rough Idea podcast. We said in last weekend's wrestling one that we were going to be doing predictions for TLC, and, well, that's here today. So, I'm Yoshi.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Connor.
So we've got only 6 matches that have been announced, which seems a little low. I think we were saying earlier, it wouldn't surprise me to see another Luke Harper versus Kane match. Although Kane's won the last 2, so I don't know what they're doing with that.
Probably throw it in there anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking, the other thing I could think of is just get a bunch of the tag teams together, because we've only got one tag match.
Yeah, just throw in a tag match.
The Wyatt family? Like, the Wyatt family aren't even one of the main tag teams until now, like... I could see that being in there, but... So there's 6 main matches to predict here. I've put them in a vague order that I think they'll happen in. So I'm just going to follow that order. Which starts off with Nikki Bella versus Carmella.
Yes.
So I'm going Nikki here.
I'm also going Nikki.
I feel like it doesn't really need explaining. It's like... the wrestler they trust, who is like a proven quantity almost, versus like Carmella.
Yeah, who's done fuck all really.
Right.
Dan?
Well, I've actually gone for Carmella for this one, so thanks for shit talking my suggestions.
What the fuck? Or, like,
would you like to explain your reasoning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Survivor Series. Carmella got attacked. No, Nikki Bella got attacked.
Right.
And I genuinely think it wasn't Carmella. I think it was someone else.
It was Natalya.
Yeah, and they've made it a no disqualification match specifically because that person's going to get involved.
No, I don't know if that's... I can see what you mean, but...
I don't think it'll necessarily play out like that.
I think that'll happen... Carmella will win in a really devious sort of way, or doing a big smirk or something like that, and it kind of pushes her up, because Nikki Bella doesn't need a push anymore, but like Carmella could use this to then
build some
move
heel
on
heat
to Naomi, who might be the next number 1 contender, or actually go for the title against Becky Lynch.
Okay, like, with the Survivor Series thing, like, I thought it was meant to be fairly obviously Natalya who had attacked Nikki Bella. Like, Natalya was the only person around at the time, got her way into the match as a result. Like, who else is it gonna be? They're not gonna build a storyline where, like, Baron Corbin attacked Nikki Bella. Like, it has to be one of the women, and she was the only one who wasn't in the ring.
That being said, it'd be a hell of a heel heat for a guy to attack one of the women's
division. True. But, like... with Natalya getting involved, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't see it as like a personal thing. It's not like Natalya attacked Nikki Bella because she really hates Nikki Bella. It's like she attacked her because she wanted to be on the team. And I don't think it'll... And also, Nikki Bella and Natalya as a rivalry afterwards, coming from this, makes no sense to me.
That's only if it is Natalya.
But all the others were in the ring.
There hasn't been a return for a while. It could have been Eva Marie.
That's what I've
got in my head. But, you know.
Okay, fair. I don't see it happening. I don't think it will happen, but fair. I can understand the reasoning, at least. So, me and Connor have gone for the same one there. Dan is different. Last time this happened, it was me and Dan who were the same on, like, all of them. So the next match I've got is The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
This is probably the hardest one to call.
Yeah.
Like, you've got 2 really good, like, the wrestlers that WWE like. They're experienced, they've been around forever, they've had long-standing rivalries, they've both had championships quite regularly, on and off, through rivalries, and they've kind of gone, this is the last match. And it's more a question of who do we think they're going to bring up as the next contender, more than it is who you think will win out of The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. That said, my vote is based on who I think will win and not who I think will come up. And I think that Maurice is going to get ejected from ringside, and that will be influential in Ziggler winning.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ziggler's going to win. I think somehow Maurice is going to be neutralised as an element in that match. I just made that sound a lot more brutal than I meant it to, but...
So I thought of Cesaro's neutraliser.
But you get what I mean.
Neutralised.
Her sort of threat to interfering, so to speak, is going to be removed. And in that, Ziggler will be able to sort of win clean.
I've gone against you both again.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
I've gone for The Miz. I think he's going to sneak away. I've still got a slight feeling about Daniel Bryan. I know I shouldn't because he probably won't come back, but...
So, the one thing that makes me think maybe The Miz is trying to think of who the next contender could be. And I don't think this person will ever win the title, or not anytime soon, won't win the title, but I could see them putting Apollo Crews in a title match, which would have to be against The Miz, because they're not going to put him against Ziggler.
No.
But his last match he lost against Kurt Hawkins, who lost against Ziggler in like 7 seconds. So...
I forgot about that.
Yoshi just quietly dying.
Oh, Apollo Crews is such a good wrestler. He's just such a bad performer.
Well, there are many like that.
Yes, true. I was going to say, talking of which, but we're not quite onto that match yet. Oh, fuck it, we'll skip ahead. Talking of which, we now have Baron Corbin versus Kalisto. I mean, I said good wrestler, and then said Baron Corbin. That was wrong. Kalisto is a good wrestler, not a great performer. I'm just remembering the fucking draft, when they did the fucking SmackDown Raw draft, and Kalisto was meant to do a promo, and just stuttered and lost his words halfway through, and just kind of started going, there, and then just ran off.
Oh, Kalisto.
It was so bad. And on that note, I've got Kalisto winning that match, partially because he's got all the momentum coming into it, and he's just come back, and I think they wanted him to do big things. That's why they haven't sent him off to the cruiserweights. I feel like they've got high hopes for him, and so I feel like that starts by putting him above Baron Corbin.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. I've put Corbin mostly through my own brand of cynicism. Yeah, I can definitely see where it could come from, a Kalisto win.
I mean, to be fair, I say I think they want to push Kalisto. At the same time, we know that they've wanted to push Baron Corbin since forever as well, so I could see it going either way on that.
And are they confident enough in Baron Corbin being able to lose yet?
I mean, I'm fucking not. I think he's terrible at it, but so that match is it no DQ?
Chairs match.
Chairs, right,
yeah.
Specifically chairs, okay.
And I have to agree with one of you two for the first time.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. You will not be a wild card. That's my job.
I've actually gone for Kalisto. Just because with The Miz Dolph Ziggler, it sets up a new number one contender.
Yeah.
To my previous prediction.
See, I've put Ziggler and Kalisto. At this point, it's just like, I've gone face. We need a heel to win eventually.
At least mine makes sense in that regard, so I've gone Ziggler and Corbin.
Yeah, that also makes sense there.
Which is strange, I'm not used to making sense.
Yeah, my one's fucking stupid right now, but
fuck it, it's more likely than mine.
I said I need to predict some heel wins in here. The match that I said I skipped as far as I was going through like the ordering, Heath and Rhino versus the Wyatts.
Yes.
And by the Wyatts I mean Bray and Randy Orton, not Luke Harper.
Yeah.
I think the Wyatts are going to win it.
Yeah, I've gone for the Wyatts as well.
I've gone for Heath Slater and Rhino retaining, which,
but not necessarily
as we said,
winning.
is the important part. Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have this gut feeling, which for me usually isn't a good idea to follow, but fuck it. I've just got this gut feeling that as he's not on the card, Luke Harper might have something to do with it.
So I was going to say, their match isn't anything fancy, is it? It's just a normal, like, straightforward match. I don't think there's any...
There's no stipulations, it's just a tag team match for the championship.
So, yeah, if Luke Harper gets involved and costs either side the match...
Because that could cause friction between him and Randy Orton, which already exists.
Right. He could be attacking Heath and Rhino and trying to help and fucking up.
Yeah, and getting them
he could be attacking Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And either way, Heath and Rhino retain.
That's why I think Luke Harper's going to come in and is going to fuck it up for the Wyatts.
The only way I see the Wyatts not winning that is if Luke Harper does something like that.
And that's what I'm banking on.
Yeah. Anything that ends in a clean match, or like a lot of the endings that don't as well, I think the Wyatts end up taking as well.
Oh yeah, they're being pushed at the moment. So
the other thing is, Heath and Rhino are very much like placeholder champions, it feels like. Like, they've not appeared since they won them, basically. Have they had a match since then?
I don't know, but especially not as a team.
Right. They were on SmackDown this week, watching the main event, and the main event was American Alpha and the Wyatts. I think the Wyatts are going to win. Heath and Rhino are going to get pushed to one side, and American Alpha are going to come up to win the titles next. And I think the Wyatts are being used... The storyline with the Wyatts as well, that's being used to build up Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt and give Randy Orton something to do, while also being a transition from Heath and Rhino to American Alpha.
Yeah.
Without just going... Okay, we've got two really good, really popular teams. One of them has to be hated. They're just like, alright, fuck it. Drop to the Wyatts. A month later, drop to Alpha. Done. So I've gone with the Wyatts there.
Yep. Me too.
So... Women's match. Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss.
Yep, Lynch Bliss.
That's not Lynch Bliss.
No, really she seems like she's a good wrestler.
But do you guys want to go on this one first? I've said all mine.
Well, I'll start because looking at my notes, I initially said Lynch, but now I've realised nearly all of mine have the face coming out on top.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
so I'm actually going to say Bliss, simply for balance.
Okay. So, keep in mind, I know the predictions you guys have gone for here. I was really happy with this match because I was the wild card in this one. I had finally gone for something different, and now I haven't because I've gone for.
My job's being the wild card. You're not allowed it.
Yeah, I think Alexa Bliss is going to win this. I don't know how. I don't think it'll be a permanent thing. I think she'll drop it straight back to Becky Lynch at the next pay-per-view, which is Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've disagreed with both of you again. Alexa Bliss has just gone week in, week out and humiliated Becky Lynch, so she's got to get her revenge at one point.
That's true, actually. That's a really good point.
In my head, I have Exploder Suplex off the top rope through a table. Because it's a tables match, isn't it?
Yes, God, it's a tables match. And I'm changing. No, sorry, I'm changing mine.
On SmackDown as well.
I'm changing mine. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, Becky Lynch is winning that. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even consider the fact that it was a tables match, and considering.
It's like I would like to call something back into question an earlier thing. It might not work that much. It might not change that much, but The Miz and Dolph Ziggler is a ladder match.
Yeah. That just makes me happier that I've gone for Ziggler, to be honest.
I just thought it was a relevant point to re-mention.
Yeah, no.
Because we had forgotten about the stipulations.
Yeah. Oh, well, I asked on a few of them, but it just happened to be all the ones that didn't have stipulations.
But yeah, I'm going to stick with Bliss then. I'm back to being a wild card apparently.
So we've swapped, yeah.
But mine it's not necessarily because I think Bliss will win as much. It's more that I've written too many faces down.
That's fair, yeah. That's absolutely fair.
Anyway,
which brings us
main event
nicely to the last one. Yeah, AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
Well, I mean, so you said you've gone for all the faces.
Yeah, and I put Dean Ambrose here.
Yep. Oh, with or without interference? Out of curiosity.
I was thinking without, but now you mention it.
Well, given that James Ellsworth nearly died in this week's SmackDown,
yeah, I'd say without.
Fuck it, can I just say that was fucking brutal to watch?
It was brutal to watch.
Holy shit!
And I think that almost.
Happy?
Huh?
Was it weird that I was happy when it happened?
Fucking hell!
It was
like,
brutal, but honestly,
he might be
I
gone.
felt nothing. I was indifferent. I was like, "This is happening," I guess.
Oh, jeez. I mean, I'm glad Ellsworth's kind of vaguely written out. I hope he doesn't interfere in the match, and I don't think he will.
Honestly,
but like the way it happened, you can look at it and you're just like, I think he might be seriously going to hospital here at some point because like
that was
his head
brawl.
just bounced didn't bounce off the stairs, bounced past the stairs and onto the floor. And like it just looked fucking brutal. It was oh god.
At least he didn't tuck his neck.
True.
No, he didn't. Well, I mean, if he had, it wouldn't have mattered because he still would have just like bounced off the steps and it would have pulled it back for him.
Honestly, with that in mind, I for some reason I just see Dean Ambrose winning it because I think he's going to use that and almost be the fuel thing.
That one is a no DQ match.
No,
right?
it's a TLC.
TLC, that's the full TLC.
Yeah.
Match, right. That makes sense.
I really thought it was going to be the tag match. It'd be the TLC.
No, it makes sense as well for Dean Ambrose to win in that sort of thing.
Right. I think he's just going to go fucking mental and just beat the ever-loving shit out.
Like he did earlier.
I mean, yeah, that like he was back down at the end. Yeah. Yeah, I just think he's gonna. If there is an interference, I think Styles retains because I think Ellsworth will show up and either try and hold Dean back to stop him going as mental, and then Dean will get hit because of that or whatever, or he'll attack AJ and DQ.
In my head, I have like envisioned now he's going to be stood on top of a ladder and he's going to elbow drop AJ Styles, who's on the announcers table, and that's when Ellsworth will come out and try and stop him. That's what I've got in my head right now, is what Ellsworth's going to do to interfere.
I could see it.
And then he's looking
like
down, he does the whole look around at the crowd, I'm going to do it anyway, but he's taking too long and AJ Styles moves.
I don't know. I think WWE has learnt not to tease big moments like that and then never fulfill them. Or at least they don't do that on SmackDown as much, or at pay-per-views. Like, if you're going to do a big, flashy moment, don't go like, oh, he's going to jump off the ladder, oh, it didn't happen, whoops.
No, I mean,
Match
he
ended.
does jump, but AJ Styles moves.
Oh, okay, so he just goes through the table and...
Yeah, by himself.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I thought you meant he was on the ladder and then was, like, about to jump and AJ gets up and moves and Dean's just like, what the fuck? And gets thrown off a ladder or some shit.
Well, no, because Dean would just jump on him anyway.
True, that was... yeah, actually, that was one of his moves for a while, wasn't it? It was the, like, standing elbow drop.
I think Dean's just going to go fucking mental, and I think he's probably going to win.
So the other thing is, do you think this rivalry continues?
The AJ and Dean?
Yeah.
So
we know that Ellsworth has a... Oh no, we know that Ellsworth has a title opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me want to change my prediction.
That is one of the 2 reasons I've picked JJ Styles.
Yeah, I've gone Dean Ambrose and now I'm reconsidering.
Yeah, they haven't done the Ellsworth match. And I think Dean Ambrose is going to turn on James Ellsworth.
Well, imagine this. Right. It's another one of my harebrained The Club and New Day surviving Survivor Series stupid ideas. Dean takes it from AJ, and then James Ellsworth tries to come and take it from Dean.
Gross.
No, it's time for Ellsworth to move back down the ladder. You can have a rivalry with Kurt Hawkins or something.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews, Kurt Hawkins, and James Ellsworth in a triple threat match.
But yeah, that's honestly how I think it could play out. And it's stupid, but it would be interesting to see how Dean reacts and shit like that. So,
going quickly back to what Dan was saying about having Ambrose turn on Ellsworth and then... having Styles retain the championship, having Ambrose turn on Ellsworth. Wouldn't that make more sense then if Ambrose did win?
No, because I think Ellsworth's going to do something to cost Dean Ambrose, and it's going to be the last straw. Because every time James Ellsworth's messed up, he's just kind of put his arm around him and been like, "Yeah, it's fine."
It's like,
this is going to be the final straw. Yeah, it's going to be the final straw now.
Maybe.
See, I think if that were the case, like, it would be something like Ellsworth shows up and Dean does nothing, and Styles retains, but then he wouldn't turn on him at TLC, at least. He would wait until the title match. That's the only way I could see him turning on him, is going like, "You don't deserve this opportunity, you only got it because of me, you've cost me, I'm going to cost you." The issue I have with all of it is who steps up. One of the reasons I am going Ambrose here is because I do not think there is anyone else who has a credible title match afterwards. So what I think is going to happen is Ellsworth will get a title match against Dean, not want to face Dean, and if he does, he'll just get his ass handed to him or whatever, and that will move him back down the roster, basically, and, like, into being a normal wrestler or whatever, or a jobber, basically. And then they can bring AJ Styles back up and be like, carry on the AJ and Dean thing, until they get someone who they can actually credibly put into a title match.
Yeah.
And unless they do that with Cena coming back soon, Undertaker, or Randy Orton breaking away from the Wyatts, I don't see that happening.
See, part of my prediction has also kind of come off of rumours, so
Cheap.
That probably doesn't help my decision making.
Fair enough. We'll have to see. I think that's going to be an interesting one, at least.
Yeah. I was going to say, with rumours, it's always like... Obviously, the rumours will always... There will be a lot of rumours that are just fake. But the thing I always say with WWE and rumours is like, you know, there are rumours out for WrestleMania now, and it's like, that's like 4 or 5 months away. So, like, if those rumours are true, WWE are going to change a lot of them by then anyway, because they don't like people knowing what they're planning.
A lot happens. New people might have joined the WWE by then.
Right, yeah, that's true as well.
You say they changed them, but Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble.
That's because they fucking love Roman Reigns, basically.
Yeah.
But like,
people were talking about that 6 months before Royal Rumble, and he still won it.
But I mean, there are two things to this. If you change all of them, then everything becomes predictable in a different way.
Because you'll know what's not going to happen.
Right. Like, they have to make some of the rumours still happen so that people don't know which ones are credible and which ones aren't. And secondly, they're not going to change something if it would be detrimental to them. They want Roman Reigns to do well. They are going to make Roman Reigns do well, whether people know it or not. You know, something they can change, like, God, was it I think it was Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt, I think, when he was there. People were, like, there were loads of rumours building up to it, like, oh, Undertaker's going to go against this person. And it was someone completely different. And, like, there were loads of rumours building up, and loads of rumours, and it built up, and it built up, and built up, and then suddenly it was like, oh, Bray Wyatt's come out, what? And it's because that one they had to change or potentially had to change. Like, we don't know what their original plan was, whether that was actually it or whatever. But it wasn't in line with the rumours because they can have the time to change it when it's that far in advance. From here to WrestleMania, they've got enough time to change stuff. Put it this way, there are rumours for basically every match at WrestleMania. Not all of them will be right.
Oh yeah, there's rumours practically about every match that's going to happen ever.
Fair. But yeah, so I've put, I don't know whether I want Styles or Ambrose for the main event now. I'll stick with Ambrose, but it is a close one.
Yeah, it's one that could really go either way.
Yeah. I had to say I have been happier with Ambrose recently, so I wouldn't mind him winning either. You asked me this a couple of weeks back, and I'd have probably said AJ Styles on principle because I would have wanted him to win more.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with this. So where does that leave us in terms of predictions? Well, I've always agreed with someone, but there is not a single match that all of us have agreed on.
Yeah, we've been incredibly split this time.
So, yeah, Dan is different on Nikki Carmella, Intercontinental, and the World Heavyweight, whatever they call it now. WWE World Champion, or whatever.
I think I've only been the wild card on one of them, I think.
No, you're on 3 as well, right? Tag teams, Kalisto Corbin, and the women's match.
Oh, really? Had I disagreed with everyone on them?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've always agreed with someone, and then you and Dan have split it 3-3 as to who's the odd one out.
Ah.
I mean, so by law of averages, I win this, right?
I mean, it's very likely. I mean,
or I go 3-3.
It's unlikely
someone else
by
goes
what I'm now
6-0.
going to call Perkins' law that I've made anything that's even considered a sane choice.
Yeah, what we'll end up with is Dan goes 6-0, I go 3-3, and you go 0-6. Well, actually, to be fair, we've done these predictions, so we've done 2 lots of predictions so far.
Yep.
Dan won the first lot, I won the second. I mean, we're clearly taking turns here. We're going in order.
Yeah, but that would imply that I'm going to win one, which is clearly not going to happen.
I don't think you have any really weird results here.
Not this time.
I guess Heath and Rhino is probably the weirdest, but you don't think they're actually going to win the match, necessarily. Just retain the titles.
No, I've been calmer this time around.
Yeah. No, James Ellsworth interferes, gets added to the match, and wins in a triple threat for the title.
Now that you mention it.
Not
Cashing opportunity.
Not him winning, but that could be a thing that happens. He could get added as a triple threat match because he does have the title shot.
No. Nah, I don't see it'll happen. I said it because I don't think it would happen, but it's not a completely stupid idea, just mostly. I don't think... Do we have any other predictions or anything else we should mention going into this?
Do you think The Undertaker's going to actually be there?
Oh, no, God no.
He did say that he wasn't going to be limited to just WrestleMania.
Yeah. I think he'll show up at a few episodes building up to Royal Rumble, and then I think that will build him up towards WrestleMania, and then he might do a bit afterwards for SummerSlam as well, and then next year's WrestleMania, or not next year's, year after, and then that'll probably be it. I basically think he is still just WrestleManias, maybe SummerSlam, but a lot of build up along the way as well. I don't think he'll be at this. I don't think there's a slot for him to be at this, to be honest.
I mean,
who would he go against?
No, I could potentially see him being in a promo.
Yes, I could see that.
But not necessarily.
I could see him coming out and talking for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, just turning up, maybe scaring the shit out of some other roster member, and then leaving.
Oh, God, no. I hope that doesn't happen, though, because if he does show up, you know what's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Luke Harper will interfere because of Kane and the rivalry there, and then Luke Harper will get chokeslammed or tombstoned and left in the ring, and Undertaker will leave. And that will be that entire promo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen.
If something happens between Luke Harper and Kane, there is a decent chance of Undertaker happening.
Yeah. Oh, well. Right. I think that's it from us, isn't it?
Yeah, that seems about it. Good place to wrap up.
So...
TLC is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, depending on when the episode's released today.
Yeah, it's tomorrow as of recording.
For us, it's Monday morning, but it's Sunday evening. And, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got work on Monday, and I'm probably staying awake to watch it. Oh, God.
Yes, you are.
Oh, God. I gotta say, I'm really excited for this, by the way, though. The matches look really good, except for Kalisto Baron Corbin.
Monday.
So...
Wait. If it's Monday morning... Oh, shit, I won't be able to watch it when it happens.
Do it anyway. I am.
Wait, how early Monday morning we're talking?
Like midnight until 4 or something stupid like
I might be able to do that. I have lectures, but...
Yeah, I've got work at... I need to leave at about 8 for work.
Solid, we'll see. We'll talk about that a bit later.
Yeah, I'll just be dying slightly, but whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh boy, the joys of pay-per-views in like British Standard Time or whatever it is. Alright, cool. Cheers for listening, guys. Hopefully we won't be fucking awful with our predictions. I mean, we can't be. We've mostly agreed on a bunch of stuff or disagreed on a bunch of stuff, so someone has to do well.
Strange how people have either disagreed or agreed.
Okay, shut up. I meant to just say disagreed, and then I said agreed, so I was just like, fuck. Yeah, one of us should do fairly well at least. We've had a lot of, we've always got a wild card. There's always someone who's different, so someone should do fairly well, or we'll all just get a couple right.
Yep.
The worst that can happen is I get all of them wrong, because then you guys just get 3 right each.
We can only hope.
Cool. Right. Cheers for listening, everyone. And next episode is Tuesday for gaming.
Yes.
So tune in then, I guess.